my name is Tanya, and this is the channel Classy Frugality. I'm so glad that you've decided to join me today. As you can see, I'm sitting here in the house in my favorite place in the world. I'm relaxing. I've got my favorite little baby here. Sorry, I just woke him up. Say hi, Leonard. His tongue's sticking out. You can go back to sleep now. I'm sorry. Anyway, I can't remember. I think it was Laura Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie who said, home is the best word there is. And I have to say that I totally agree. I'd rather be home than any place in the world. I'm in my element. I'm most comfortable. And let's face it, it's expensive to step out the door these days. It's expensive to go out and breathe air these days. So anyway, it's still nice to have something to do and to be entertained. Even when you're trying to be frugal, even if you happen to be broke, it's still nice to have, say, dinner and a movie. I am so excited to show you all what my husband and I have done. We don't particularly enjoy going to the movie theater anymore. It's expensive. The snacks are expensive. You know, the popcorn and drinks alone are probably $20 for a couple people, just for popcorn and pop. Not to mention the movie admission. I don't even know what that costs nowadays. It's probably $15, $20 just to get in. So there you're looking at $40 just for 2 tickets and a big bucket of popcorn and a couple of pops to share. I mean, that's ridiculous. Then you've got just the musty smelling movie theater because, you know, let's face it, it always smells musty. There's always dried pop or whatever that's like in the carpet because they always have carpet. Why? I don't understand that. The seats are cloth. I don't understand that. But it always smells like old popcorn and spilled pop. So we just don't enjoy that anymore. Also, restaurants are expensive. Every now and then we like to go out to here or there. We like the Chinese buffet every now and then. We like Mexican every now and then. When I say every now and then, I'm talking once every few months. We don't really eat out that much. When we do eat out, here lately, all I've been doing, if I do, it's a big, huge if, I use like fast food apps to get some kind of a deal on something for a couple of dollars. But by and large, we like to eat at home. For one thing, we like the things that we cook, and it's a whole lot cheaper. So I thought, you know, it'd be nice to have dinner and a movie every once in a while. But seeing as how we don't really like to go to the movie theater, we don't eat out that much, I thought, well, why can we not create it here at home? Why cannot we not have our own restaurant at home and our own movies and stuff? Because like I've said in other videos, we have a Roku TV here in the living room. We got Roku, we got smart TVs. We have all this stuff available to us. There are free movies on there that we've never watched. There are free movies on there that we have seen before, and they're old movies or they're classic movies, stuff we may have grown up with that we'd like to see again. So why not do that? Well, that's precisely what we did this past weekend. So I looked in my cabinet first and I thought, what do I have like to serve without going to the grocery store right away? Because we'd been talking about the movie My Cousin Vinny And we'd wanted to watch that. And I thought, well, that'd be good. I'll hunt and see if that's on Tubi. And it was. It was on Tubi because the way they operate, they'll put certain things on there for a certain amount of time, and it'll run, I don't know how long, maybe a month, maybe 4 weeks their stuff runs. I really don't know. But then it'll go off and they'll put new stuff on there for people to watch. But my cousin Benny just so happened to be on there, so I picked that for us to watch that movie. And we had some ragu pasta sauce in the cabinet that I had recently gotten at Kroger for, I think, $1.29 a jar. So I had some pasta. I had some little frozen garlic bread knots that I got on reduced special at Kroger for 70 cents. Had a can of corn. So that's what we had. Anyway, I have to show you these things, and you'll see the video too. I thought, why don't I make it like in a little Italian restaurant? So that's what I did. I printed out all these little flags, and I taped them onto these skewers, made some cute little flags. I had some flowers that my son had gotten me, like at Valentine's Day. Those things lasted and lasted and lasted. Carnations. Anyway, I stuck it down in those. We set out some candles. I had printed off a menu, and I wrote some stuff on the menu and had it like standing on the table. And then to make it like the restaurant atmosphere, you know how they have the red and white check tablecloth? I just printed off a bunch of these and just laid these down on the table. And that's where I set the vases and the candles. I printed off other images. Different things. I just kind of taped it on the side walls of the kitchen just so it would have that vibe. Turned off all the lights, lit the candles. I went to YouTube. I searched, I don't remember what I put in, Italian restaurant music or something. And I found the neatest channel with some like stereotypical sort of vintage Italian restaurant music where they're playing what's the thing with it's not bagpipes. It's got like a piano thing, and anyway, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. There was a lot of that type of music. We had the best time. We even dressed up. I put on a dress. My husband put on dress clothes and a tie. And we sat right in there in our dining room, just like it was an Italian restaurant. So anyway, I had decorated the living room up, sort of like a cinema. I even printed us up some little movie tickets. Everything I'm showing you, by the way, I found on Pinterest, and then I just kind of copied and pasted the image and printed. Look at these little teeny tiny, just little movie tickets. I just found them and I just printed them. I cut a couple of these out, and I put one at his place setting, and I wrote his name on it and did the same for me. That way it was like, okay, when we're finished at this Italian restaurant, then we're going to go to the movie theater and watch the movie. So that's what we did. And I just did some fun stuff with it. Here's the sign that I taped to the top of the television. Here's a sign that I had below the TV hung up. I just put on there my cousin Vinny. Then I made a little flag and taped along the bottom of the TV on the fireplace screen, made out of these. I took all these down. I'm saving them for another time. I even printed a movie poster from my cousin Vinny, and I had it taped up. Because, you know, that's what they do at the movies. They have the posters up. So I will show you the video of that, just right after I show you these ideas, I want to show you what else I've come up with. And if you all have any awesome ideas, put it down in the comment box, because I would love to hear other people's ideas too. And I tried to base it on stuff that wasn't like way out of the ordinary from what we usually do, because we would normally eat pasta anyway, right? I normally keep pasta sauce, and some of that frozen ground turkey. That's stuff I normally keep in there in the kitchen anyway. It's just, I don't know, formalizing it and giving it a theme, making it make sense. I also came up with the idea of a Mexican restaurant. That's stuff we cook all the time too. Like, I'll make different kinds, like bean burritos. I'll use dried pinto beans and I'll put them in the crock pot, and I'll end up with extra pinto beans from where we've had soup beans and cornbread, and I'll usually roll them up in a tortilla and eat those with a little bit of salsa. Or sometimes I'll empty out a bag of the $1.25 Dollar Tree tortilla chips into a big pan, and then I'll fry up some of that ground turkey with taco seasoning. I'll put it on top of that. That's just $2 if you use the whole thing of meat. You know, put a little bit of cheese and sauce on there. Boom. That's Italian. You know, I always keep rice, and rice lends itself to so many things. So I thought, well, you know, I'll come up with an Italian meal. I found me a little menu. Look how cute the little fella is. And whatever I come up with, I'll just write the stuff here at the bottom for the menu. I'll display this on the table. And every Mexican restaurant I've ever been to, they have these fiesta flags strung up and hanging from the ceiling. So I found this and I printed a bunch of these. I'm going to string these guys together and hang them above our table when we do the Mexican restaurant theme. And I also found some beautiful, like, tourist posters of different places in Mexico. This was, again, all on Pinterest. I thought, look at that. Isn't that colorful? Just like the Mexican restaurants I've been to, they're always so colorful and so pretty. And I'll just tape these up, like along the back wall. You'll see my shelf when I show you the video of our Italian restaurant. But I'm just going to turn it into a Mexican restaurant next time. And the movie that I've got picked out for that, because we love silly Steve Martin movies, I printed a movie poster. We're going to watch Three Amigos that night. And I'll decorate the living room up like a movie theater. All right, so that's the second idea. The third idea I've come up with, and I've never watched this movie. I saw this movie called Being the Ricardos, and it says it stars Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem. And the only time I've seen Javier Bardem in a movie was that No Country for Old Men, and it was so creepy. That's you'll just have to look it up, or rather, probably don't look it up. But it was so creepy, and he was so creepy in it. So to see that he's playing Desi Arnaz in this movie was quite a surprise. But they're big name actors, both of them. But so I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I thought that it would be kind of neat when we do this to have like a, 50s diner theme and just serve cheeseburgers and french fries. Again, ground turkey. We'll use that ground turkey. I'll patty that out. We'll make some ground turkey burgers. I always keep big bags of potatoes. I'll make some home fries, maybe some tater wedges. And I'll fix the dining room up like that. I thought I might also make some brownies and put them in a little pan and tape this behind the brownie pan. Lucy's Chocolate Factory. And then for that, I just printed up a variety of diner type stuff. Even an old menu. Let's see. Isn't that cute? Sunday cheeseburger. These are so cute. My husband loved all these signs. He said, you know, that would be nice to just get some frames if you wanted to decorate a man cave and put that stuff in it. And I agree. If you went to Dollar Tree and got some of those signs for $1 or frames for $1.25, that would be good decoration for anything you could come up with that you could print that size. So anyway, why dinner and a movie at home? You can pick whatever movie that you are in the mood for. So let's say you have been wanting to watch a movie that you watched years ago. Let's just say Dirty Dancing, for example. You could search for that. I'm sure you'll find it free. Whatever movie suits your fancy. You might even have a collection of DVDs and a DVD player. You might even go to the library and find a nice movie for sale, because they do that at our local library. Whatever kind of movie that tickles your fancy at that time, that's the movie you watch. You don't have to wait for whatever's in the theater. You can pick and choose at will. Another good reason for having it at home is obviously the cost. You're not going to pay $20 to get into the movie, and even bigger if you're taking a whole family. You're not going to be paying for the cost of the pop and the popcorn and all the snacks. You know, you're not going to be paying for the cost of a restaurant. It's just better all the way around. You're not going to be dealing with food allergies, because you know when you cook a meal in your home, you know exactly what's in that meal. Also, you can dress in whatever you want to. If you want to sit around in pajamas for your dinner and a movie, that's completely up to you. But the reasons to do this are endless. We had a wonderful time with our first dinner and a movie, and we look forward to doing several different more. Please share with me below all the different ideas that you have for a dinner and a movie. If you've liked this video, I would appreciate if you give me a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down in the corner. And now stick around for just a few minutes and you can see firsthand our Italian restaurant and our movie theater that we just enjoyed in our home. Until next time, have a blessed day.